up everyone, I am Super Mikey Channel and welcome back to Super Mario 64 2D Remade. In the last episode we went through the first tutorial stage, Bob-omb Battlefield, Cool Cool Mountain, Whomp's Fortress, and I think I forgot to mention that the name of the last stage was Bowser in the Dark World, sorry about that. But anyways, in this episode we are going to continue forth into World 2, more specifically the second tutorial stage, because it turns out that the key that Mario got from Bowser was cursed and warped him far away from the castle. And just like in the first one, we get ourselves a mushroom, and also just like in the first one, it's fairly accurate to the one in Super Mario 63. I had to put these one-way walls here so that people can just swim up and, cheat. And in Super Mario 63, this level introduced the, I forget what it's called. It's the version of FLUDD that makes you run really fast and even on water. Since there's not really anything like that in Super Mario Maker 2, I just decided to introduce the frog suit here, And in order to, in Super Mario 63, there was also a minigame-like thing, I guess you could call it a minigame, where you had to hit two little switches to get the platform to, spawn. But since that also isn't really doable in Super Mario Maker 2, I decided to, use on-off blocks. Those two of these little, rails, what are they called? Yeah, rails or whatever. Anyways, get some coins, avoid some Koopas and Cheep Cheeps, and we hit the first one, the first switch. The second one, and now we can go on. In Super Mario 63, I recall that the platform actually stayed still until you got on it. I unfortunately wasn't able to recreate that. I'm also pretty sure that it also didn't go left like that. It just went straight up and it took you right to the clouds. Anyways, I have a Goombrat as opposed to, I have Goombrats here as opposed to Goombas so that they don't fall off like a bunch of doofuses. Get some coins here, and I failed. In Super Mario 63, I'm pretty sure those gaps in between the cloud platforms were way bigger, but again, that's because you have the special FLUDD nozzle that let you go super fast, and it helped you cross the gap. But anyways, okay, I almost fell off there. Make it? I can't. Oh, I probably should have held on to that problem. Oh yeah, there's also another pipe down there that, dispenses frog suits in case you lose yours. On to the next area, where we get a checkpoint. Defeat some enemies. And now, we go on to here. This is where the rocket nozzle was in Super Mario 63. But again, that's not really doable, so I decided that this will be where I introduce the Raccoon Leaf, or Super Leaf. And in order to allow you to be able to get high enough to where you're supposed to be going, I put just some conveyor belts. And, I found out that apparently putting conveyor belts in front of walls of any kind can actually really, it can really work as just these little areas where you can, get enough running start to fly whenever whenever Mario's in raccoon mode. So, yeah. One right here. And by the way, the normal red Koopa Troopas. Oh yeah, there's a fire flower here, by the way. As well as a Goombrat. And if you notice, the normal red Koopa Troopas that are flying around, those represent the normal Koopa Troopas that fly around. The ones that have bloopers on their heads, those represent the Shy Guys. But in other levels, the red Koopa Troopas just represent the Shy Guys. And I accidentally, well, I am currently not really doing so well, as you can see. It's a good thing I put this here so that, you know, in case that happened, which it did, I can continue forward. Let's try to get up here. And you can hit this. If you hit this but don't collect the leaf and instead it falls down, you will have to wait quite a while for it to eventually respawn. And I just now noticed that I am kind of running out of time here, so I should probably speed this up. Get over to here. And I'm pretty sure that in Super Mario 63, I'm pretty sure most people just skip this crazy platform part and instead they just use the rocket nodule to skip it. So, you know, luckily I managed to be able to recreate that because the cloud platform is long enough to do so, and I just got hit. Wow. Oh goodness. It's okay, it's okay. Let's try this again. Fly up. Let's try not to get hit this time. And I get hit anyways. Just perfect. Oh my god. Come on. Let's see if I can make it this time. I know I'm probably just gonna have to cut it with the cheating and just, you know, actually go through the section to defeat him so that he doesn't bother us again. And let's be careful. And we made it! Let's collect our star. And then we shall use it to get to the end. 1 up! Thank goodness, because I was running out of time. And so, now that Mario has made it back to Peach's Castle, we can continue forth. Shit. Anyways, let's go on to the next level. Level 2. So, let's start this off with Jolly Roger Bay. And I had to, if you guys notice enemies inside the walls and whatnot, that's because I basically had to put them there so that the music would, you know, stay the same. Anyways, usually the bricks on the blocks on the ground, which is what these here represent, would have a shell inside of it, but instead I put a frog suit. And the main reason why is not only because I can, is also because of the fact that these munchers here represent the clams, and one of the clams have another shell inside of it. So, you know, I thought it was pretty redundant. Anywho, over here, if we come over here, we can see this sunken ship. But as you can see, it's blocked off. So, let's go ahead and take a piece, right? Let's unblock it. And let's watch out for the eel who will come chasing after us. And here we are inside. Ouch. I did put a mushroom here in case people do get hurt. But yeah, anyways. First star. Now we're going to go on going to go back in. By the way, I used the cheap cheeks here to represent the fish, and the ice blocks represent the tank of water and whatnot. It looks pretty cool in my opinion. Let's start those Goombas. And in order for me to swim faster, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this. And we're going to avoid him. This little twister here represents the jet stream current thing that was in the original game. And how about you just go ahead and... yeah. Thank you. I put some Goombas in boots. Some Shoombas, as I like to call them, to represent to make it so that the music can stay consistent. Let's go ahead and collect a mushroom. And these icicles represent the falling pillars. And I just now remembered that I accidentally forgot to go and... I forgot to go and get another P-switch. Because a lot... like 3 of the stars in this course require a P-switch, so yeah. This is supposed to represent, like, the timed star that's in here. So, I mean, if it were to be more accurate, it would... the P-switch would probably be, like, over here somewhere. Pretty fun, nonetheless. And let's go in again. This time let's go Fire Flower. There's a seesaw. And in here, I'm pretty sure this was... I don't know if Bob-ombs in Question Blocks was something that was only in the DS version of Super Mario 64, but, you know, pretty sure it was a thing, so, you know, that's what that's there for. Anyways, this represents the P-switch, that one little challenge you have, in which you hit a switch and it activates those blocks that allow you to get onto the boat, so that you can get the red coins. But it just immediately gives you the star instead. We have one more star to get. One of the few ones that actually wasn't in Brick 101's version. Oh, it's the one where you have to use a cannon to get to a stone pillar to get the star. So now let's go into Big Boo's hunt. As you can see, we have a Boo that goes off to that, you know, we can't really interact with because it just goes too fast. And here I actually wanted to use just normal floating Boos that, you know, fly around, but I couldn't do that without them flying off into areas that I didn't want them to be in. So I just stuck with Brick 101's original version by just, you know, having them be stuck to the floor. Huzzah! You get the key to go into Big Boo's hut. Now, in order to represent the piano, I actually decided... I thought it would be... oh man. I thought it would be cool to actually have a piano here. It just launches chain chomps at you. And there is a coin you can get here which represents the red coin that the piano is guarding. So yeah. Here it's a pretty one-to-one with Brick 101's version. Which is the falling bridge. And up here, this is our goal. This is what we're trying to get all the coins for. But Now, here, over here. Uh-oh. Oh, goodness. This is... okay, that's fine. Let's try that again. Boot. Oh, no. Come on, please. Yeah! Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, by the way, I had to make it in which you're not able to go, once you go out here in the backyard of Peach's Castle, you can't go back in because, you know, you get a key at one point, and, you know, I didn't want people to go back in there with the key and, you know, find a way to cheat. And anyway, actually, oh, now that I think about it, yeah, the more I think about it, the more I just now realize that you don't actually, I didn't actually need to put that there because, you know, you need a key to get to Big Boo's house. So, I mean, like, how could you cheat by bringing the key up here? It doesn't make a lot of sense. Dang. I'm not gonna edit this out because, you know, I was being stupid and just gonna, you know, whatever. Anyways, let's be careful here. Haha. Anywho, let's go. Let's go get the only other star that you can get here. Down into the basement. We have the merry-go-round. Oh, goodness. Haha. Now I think it's time we go on into, pretty sure this is Dinosaur Ducks, right? There's one mushroom here, but it's a little tricky to get. Now you may be wondering why I didn't put another twister here. That's because the twisters push you up, but the thing about the little vortex here in Super Mario 64 is the fact that it's supposed to like spin you around and around, which the twisters don't do. So I decided to just stick with what was in Brick 101's original version, just have a bunch of boos attached to those rail things. I put twisters here because, you know, this actually pushes you up. Anyways, let's go ahead and get our metal cap and combine it with our vanishing cap to get into here. Collect the next star. And now we will go on to the whole pole jumping part of the stage. I put that there because, oh wow, okay, that's crazy. I did not know that it was actually possible to get up there with the shoe. I thought, well, I can't do it now, but anyways, as I was saying, this is so that it's a lot easier to get up here and, you know, get this other pole here. And this is actually definitely the hardest, incredibly hard, the hardest star to get in this level. It was also pretty hard in the original game, and even in Brick 101's version it was, you know, pretty hard, so I'd say it's pretty accurate. Oh no. You gotta get the positioning just right. You gotta make it so that Mario can just barely be attached to the pole or vine or whatever. Oh my goodness. You also want to make sure Mario is just able to get past the one-way wall. Okay. I put this one on a track too because I thought it'd be fun to have, you know, even more challenge. Wow. I actually, usually whenever I do this I end up accidentally falling in and hitting the P switch and getting the star again, but wow. First try. And now there's only one more star to get, and that is up here in the secret area of Jolly Roger Bay. The Jolly Roger Bay painting room, I should say. Now here, I didn't have enough pink coins to, you know, put them around like in Brick 101's version. And as you can see, I also didn't even have enough room to make this big enough to be accurate. But I did, so I decided to just, you know, put a 1-up and like a raccoon leaf here, and then have it where, in order to actually get the star, you hit the P switch, go inside, go and get the star, and then you go into the door. Oh, sheesh. I forgot that you could do that. Now that we have the key, and we are running out of time, so we better hurry up. Hopefully we don't lose our boot again, because I like my boot. I especially like having the boot because whenever I go across that collapsing bridge, it just feels so satisfying to get every single one of those flimsy lifts to fall. And yes, that is what they are actually called. Oh no, it's King Boo, or Big Boo, or whatever you want to call him. We can defeat him and his creepy clone of Bowser Jr. Uh-oh. Yay! I decided to make this because I just thought it looked pretty cool. You going into the shed, and then, you know, getting us. Ah, I didn't get the 1-up this time, but, you know, whatever. But we are still not done yet. We still have 2 more stages to go through. The first one, up here, is a updated version of Cool Cool Mountain from the previous level that we did in the last episode. as you can see, you can already see there's a reoccurring theme here. And as you can see, unlike before, Cuckoo Mountain is now the only room we can actually access. I also, you know, did the liberty of actually adding the painting room this time as opposed to just making you go instantly to Cuckoo Mountain. Yay! Now we have an accurate version, one that actually has the teleportation thing this time, and actual bouncing snowman this time, as opposed to just Koopa Troopas. But anyways, let's take the baby penguin here, and let's bring him back to his mama. That snowball, I used a snowball to replace the cloud box that I had there, because, you know, it's a lot more accurate. I think I'm just gonna jump over these guys. Yay! And now let's do the penguin race. Oops. Let's try that again. Unfortunately, this time it's not actually possible to, you know, stay as Big Mario because there's only one checkpoint this time. So if you lose a life, you're staying as Small Mario. Which actually reminds me, I forgot to add the little. I forgot to make it so that people can't just cheat and do that right there. So I'm gonna have to update that. Yay me again. But anyways, let's slide down here. Get a mushroom on the way. Why not a shell head? Now you can do the donut lifts on tracks thingy again to get the last star. Yay! Oh wait, sorry. I forgot that because of the fact that there's only one checkpoint. The stars don't save, so if you die, you also need to go back and, you know, recollect a star that you weren't able to do. Which honestly I think is okay because, you know, there's only 3 of them this time. This time I'm actually going to use the teleportation thing. Yay! Now we have the last star. And now we can fight a little mini boss, I guess you could say. But, you know, it's kind of a pushover. Yay! 1 up. Alright. Now let's go over to a real mini-boss. Although, I would like to point out that I really like how whenever you beat a level that has this little snow theme thing on it, on the world map, it turns into Luigi. That's a nice touch. Now we are going to fight a boss that was from Super Mario 63. So we're still down here. I decided to make this portion a bit more accurate with you having to go through a door in order to, actually get into the Dire Ducks painting room. Collect our mushroom. Wait, hold on. There he goes. And in case you're wondering, you can't go down. Can't go into there either, because, that's not what this level's about. So now we are outside. All the boos are still here, but the shoe producing machine is no longer here. This is because we can now go this way and fight Kamek, who has apparently found himself into Peach's backyard. And in order to fight him, it's pretty simple. Just, wait until one of the blocks turns into an enemy that you can jump on, and then, beat him there. But wouldn't you know it, he has another trick up his sleeve. Oh no. I mean, Boom Boom is not really that big of a threat either, but still. Now that we've taken care of him, we can now go back to Peach's castle. And we can continue forth. Ah, I missed the one up again. But anyways, I actually think that wraps it up for this video. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and stay tuned for level 3. See you guys soon.